Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks. I don't even know what you call this. It's kind of a unique, twisted little deal. If you'll take a screenshot of that right there, that's exactly what you need. Let me get this out of the way. And I'm going to take an ellipse. Doesn't really matter what size, but I'm going to make it with my ratio lock. I'm going to make it 3 inches. Then I'm going to hit P, put it in the center of the page. The reason I did 3 inches is now I can nudge it 1/3 of that, which is an inch, and Control D, Control D, Control D. So the fourth one matched up with the bottom of the first one because that's kind of what we need. I'm going to take a rectangle, doesn't really matter what size, and put it in the center of the page. Of course, my other ones I moved downhill, and it doesn't matter. Take a 2-point line, not the freehand tool, and just hold down the control button so it's perpendicular. And there are several ways to do this, but I find it's just as easy. And then I hit the plus key just to have it snap to it. I should have left a copy of what the first one should look like. And I'll kind of pause the video for you to. So we don't want to fill in. We want to fill in that, and that. Then okay, I'm going to back up here. I strongly suggest you group this together because that way you can get rid of them when we're through. All right, fill in that, and that little piece. Then go down and fill in this, and don't forget that little bitty piece right there. But we'll go ahead and fill in these other parts and then kind of zoom in because you don't want to miss that. And then we're going to go and fill in this, but skipping this part and fill in that. That's what we need right there. Now, because I grouped this together, I have that. And you can take a screenshot from that if you want. Now, sometimes welding this isn't going to work, and it doesn't always work. So there's plenty of ways to make that, and I might even show you if I have time at the end of the video. I'm going to Control G to group it. I'm going to Control D to duplicate it, and then I'm going to turn the duplicate red. I'm going to mirror it both ways. Now, I found it easier just to take about in the center and just have it snap to the center, and we're pretty much hit it dead on. Now you can see the lines. So how do you, in a weird shape like that, how do you get rid of the lines if the weld tool doesn't weld it? They're right there. They look pretty good. There's a line. One thing we can do is take the Smart Fill tool, set on something other than uh, that blue, and fill this in, and then move that down and fill that in. Well, let's fill it in with blue because we're going to use blue. Let's change it to blue. Fill that in and that in. Now we have those two parts, and there's no lines. It's solid. So if you want to take a screenshot of that right there, and then Control G to group it because that's not part of it. Control D to duplicate it and mirror it vertically and horizontally. Turn the other one red. And if you hold down your control button, you get perpendicular. So get right on that node and just, okay, start moving it before you do that. And it'll snap right to it. I think that one might be better because it's a little bit thicker. But see, we have no lines because it's all one solid piece of color. Kind of a really weird, this is blue and it's like twisted. And you could probably play around, and I really shouldn't do it. Interactive fill tool, and maybe put some black on the corners. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Of course, you'd have to do it to the blue. And you really would want to do it on the inside too. Got a little bit too black. Anyway, yeah, that does look a little bit better. Anyway, I hope that helps somebody someday, and thank you for watching.